Hold on. Did Daniel Craig just jump off a roof? No, he didn't. But a stuntman did. And one of the most impressive ways to pull off the transition between stunt performer and actor is called the Texas Switch.
Maybe we can pull a Texas Switch on Cuervo.
While this magic trick is more than just swapping in and out doubles, perhaps a bigger question has to be asked.
Is Scott here?
You know what? He just left.
In the days of CGI, where a switch can be done in plain sight, is the Texas Switch dead? Of course, the simplest way to switch between actor and stunt double is to cut. And while that method is perfectly acceptable, there's something kind of cool about making the switch in a single shot. It's a bit of cinematic sleight of hand. The key, of course, is the transition. Usually it occurs when an actor leaves frame or moves behind an object which obscures them.
Don't say it. Don't you say it.
Left.
Come on!
And when done well, the audience never notices and their immersion remains intact. But if you think the Texas Switch is limited to stunt performers and actors, think again. Sometimes the Texas Switch can make the impossible possible. This quality is embraced by the horror genre. Take this moment from Poltergeist. Watch the chairs. If they had cut, this moment would not have been as powerful. In Speed, meanwhile, an entire bus pulls off a Texas Switch. In this shot, the first bus we see turned off of the road when it leaves camera, leaving the dummy bus across the street to explode. In this sequence from Castaway, Chuck's leg is injured by Coral. With a prosthetic leg and a whip pan to Hanks, the illusion is sold. A Texas Switch can also use body doubles for reasons other than stunts. Take this seemingly innocuous shot from Back to the Future 3. We start on Michael J. Fox, but as we crest the building, we catch a body double further down the road. The result is a powerful establishing shot that maintains continuity. In The Wizard of Oz, the transition from sepia to color is also pulled off with a double. This first person we see in the shot isn't Judy Garland. Why? This entire shot is in color. The interior of the house is simply painted in brown tones. And the double is wearing a brown version of Dorothy's dress. The double leaves the frame and the camera pushes forward. And Judy Garland, as Dorothy, enters a majestic new world. As CGI and digital compositing became more prominent, it became possible to switch from analog to digital or vice versa.
Keep absolutely still.
For example, the shot begins with the practical T-Rex, but then switches to CGI once it's out of frame. Using a blend of analog and digital elements, the switch can happen on screen in full view. Take this iconic scene from Meet Joe Black. Contrary to popular belief, Brad Pitt was not hit by two cars for this scene. To pull this off, Pitt was tapped by a soft blue screen-covered vehicle, and when he threw himself onto it, the effects team inserted the digital dummy, since the motion blur smoothed out the transition. An even more elaborate switch happens in this scene from The Return of the King. Here, Samwise begins as a fully CGI creation, allowing him to interact cleanly with Shiloh, and to move in a way that would endanger an actual performer. The digital double lands in a way that perfectly matches where Sean Astin is already writhing. Texas switches can be taken even further with a digital face replacement, where a star's face is pasted onto a stunt performer. But of course, this is costly, and if done poorly, may be more distracting than simply using an old-fashioned switcheroo. At its core, the Texas Switch represents a fundamental trick of cinema, controlling what the audience sees and what they don't. It's not just a stunt trick, it's cinematic misdirection. The more recent VFX versions are getting better all the time, but let's hope we never fully lose the magic of the original Texas Switch. You need a lot of planning to pull off these shots, and Studio Binder is designed to handle all that prep work.
My back!
Prepare your shot by creating shot lists, storyboards, call sheets, and more, all in one place.
I'm a limo driver!
Goodbye for now. And don't forget, the best Texas Switch is the one you never noticed.
I meant to do that.